If you hate to find food going off too early or funky smells coming from your fridge, then today I've got the perfect solution for you. It's the Shelfy Fridge Purifier that not only extends the shelf life of your food, but it also reduces bacteria and odors. So let's check out what this thing can do. So full disclosure before we get started though, the video is sponsored by Vitesy and they've sent me the fridge purifier to showcase to you guys. So here we have the Shelfy, and in a nutshell, it's a fridge purifier that you place in your fridge, and it not only makes your food last longer, but it reduces bacteria, reduces odors, and it even comes with some smart features that tell you how often you open the fridge, as well as being able to check the temperature. Now the great thing about Shelfy is that it also doesn't come with any consumable parts that you have to keep replacing over time, and it's also got a built-in battery that lasts about 3 weeks. And then when the battery runs out, you just charge it via the USB-C port and then place it back in the fridge. So how does it work and how is this all achieved? Setup is nice and simple, and you can just use the application to connect to the Shelfy. You can then connect it to your Wi-Fi network and place it inside the fridge where it starts purifying. The ceramic photocatalytic filter with nanotechnology is activated by the LED lights, and then the fan draws in air from your fridge and it forces it through the filter, which ensures prolonged freshness and safer food by eliminating pollutants responsible for food ripening. And it not only keeps your food in optimal condition for longer, but it also protects your health. And in fact, Shelfy claim that 99% of the bacteria is decreased within the first 10 minutes. Now, it's also a natural technology that mimics the process of chlorophyll photosynthesis, and it takes the water and oxygen in the air and transforms it into purified air, making it perfectly safe to use. Now, for me, the best thing about the filter is that it doesn't need replacing, and you simply run it under the tap to clean it. Now, I've been using Shelfy for a few weeks now, and I have to say it definitely is working to keep my food fresher for longer. And of course, I don't have the technology to run any scientific tests on ripeness and bacteria, but Shelfy have, and they claim it can double the shelf life of certain fridge items by reducing the amount of ethylene in fruits and veg. They claim strawberries are going to go from being acceptable after about day 3 to now after day 10, zucchinis going from 10 days to an impressive 22 days, apricots going from around 3 days to 17 days, and tomatoes lasting about 22 days instead of 14. Now, I placed the Shelfy in my fridge door and I actually got a yellow warning telling me straight away that the temperature was 8.4 degrees, which is a little bit warmer than it should be. The fridge door is generally the warmest part of the fridge, but temperature should still be below 6 degrees, so I had to make a slight adjustment straight away. Now, the app is also intuitive and easy to use, and it gives you all of the information at a glance. So you can see here, we've got the big circle telling me my fridge status is excellent. And if you press it, it then gives you some advice on keeping your fridge in the best condition for your food. Now, we've also got a button to select modes, and you can choose between Eco, Crisper Draw, or Performance. Now, Performance is going to use a lot more battery as it's a lot more intensive with the fan, but it's not designed for constant use and it's only meant to be used when you need it. Now, I actually did this when I first put it inside the fridge just to put it to work straight away. Now, generally, you're always going to be keeping the device on Eco mode, and that's all that's needed, and it will also last much longer. Apart from if you put this in your crisper drawer for fruit and veg, then of course you select the crisper drawer, and that will use a little bit more power than Eco mode. Now, you can see it also tells me the fridge's temperature, and this data is all over Wi-Fi, so you can see it when you're away from your home. Now, we've got the fridge opening and it tells you how long you have the fridge door open for. We've got filter washing that tells us how many days until we need to wash the filter that's inside it, and it's recommended that you do this every 30 days. Then finally, we've got the fridge cleaning schedule, which is also great. I've got a habit of forgetting about it and only cleaning it when it gets bad, but it's recommended to clean every 120 days, so this is going to help you keep on top of it. In the top left, you can see the Shelfy battery percentage that's left. And if using multiple Shelfies, you can switch between them in here. Now, down at the bottom, you've got a shortcut to switch modes. We've also got a statistics section where you can take a look at graphs for temperature and openings, as well as the open time, and you can look at filter washing time as well as your cleaning schedule. Now, under the fridge section, it gives you lots of useful advice on how to store each food type, and even goes into specifics for a lot of different foods. And then under settings, we can change the name, we can change where it's placed, we can also make adjustments to the Wi-Fi or the type of fridge that it's in. In terms of the Shelfy's design, you can see it's not tiny, but it's still relatively compact, and it easily fits inside my fridge door. It's a simple control system with a button on the front that you can use to turn on or off, but I always leave it on. We've got the USB-C port on the side, and when you need to clean the filter, you just pull it apart like this to access it. Now, as I said, I don't have the equipment or qualifications to carry out any true scientific testing, but I can say that after a few weeks of use that it is helping my food last longer, and I never have any huge odors coming from my fridge in the first place, but every now and then I do get the odd smell of something I've forgotten, and it definitely helps it to stay smelling fresh all of the time. Now, the app also reminds you about simple things to do that have a good impact, like keeping the fridge door shut and keeping it cooler, and sometimes a little reminder of that is helpful, especially when you see how long the fridge door is left open in total. Now, when it comes to the unboxing, it couldn't be simpler, and if we open up the packaging, you can see we get a box. Inside the box, we've got the Shelfy, under that we've got the Shelfy manual, and then finally we've got the USB-C cable for charging. Now, when it comes to pricing, it's £150 on Amazon UK, although it's currently on offer for £130, but you can also use the link in the description along with the discount code TTTechnology to get Shelfy for just £89, and it's one of those that will pay for itself and return its investment over time by helping you not waste your food. And as I said, the thing I like is that there's no subscription cost and no consumable cost. You just use the same ceramic filter again and again and just keep cleaning it for every 30 days. So the price you pay is the only price it's ever going to cost you. Now, for me, it does a good job for such a simple product, so it's definitely something I'm going to continue to use to stop me wasting money on gone-off food. And I hope I've covered everything for you guys in today's video, but if there's anything I've missed or you've got any questions at all, then just ask them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest tech.